Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to another show with Sheikh Said Akbar. Sheikh, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Habibi.
How are you, Sheikh?
Good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So we're back for our second night, alhamdulillah. And as we mentioned yesterday, we will be moving through the Qur'an day by day and giving a short explanation or summary, as well as taking any of your questions and mentioning brief points about the fiqh of Ramadan. So Sheikh, without further ado, on to you, inshallah.
Today's topic. First, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah, khayra khalqi Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa ala ma ba'du. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brother and sister. Today we starting inshallah with Surah Al-Baqarah. Yesterday we spoke about the Surah Al-Fatiha. It was beginning of the Qur'an, the first surah. So today inshallah we are starting with Surah Al-Baqarah. We try to give a small summary about the whole Surah Al-Baqarah. I know because tonight we should be read third juz of Surah Al-Baqarah and part of Surah Al-Imran, but I try inshallah today explain the Surah Al-Baqarah and finish inshallah. The first one, the Surah Al-Baqarah, about the fada'il, the benefit of this surah, and Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, اقرأ القرآن فإنه يأتي يوم القيامة شفيعا لأصحابه. Read the Qur'an Kareem because يوم القيامة will come the Qur'an Kareem like the witness and who intercessor for who is reciting. So there's a general benefit from the reciting the Qur'an Kareem for any part of the Quran is one. So Surah Al-Baqarah is one of that one. The second one in this surah, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Iqra Zahrawina," and this surah has a few of the name. And one of the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam in hadith said, "Iqra Surah Al-Baqarah فإن أخذها بركة وتركها حسرة ولا يستطيعها بطلا." Read Surah Al-Baqarah because who is read Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah will bless him, put in barakah in his life. So that Surah Al-Baqarah is a barakah for any moment who is reciting and reading.
And as you said, لا يستطيع السحرة.
Sahara will come, yeah. وتركها حسرة, and who is left to Surah Al-Baqarah in reciting, he will regret when nadam when it's coming, regret when in يوم القيامة, yes. ولا يستطيعها بطلة who is from the Sahara, the Sahir, magician, okay, who is doing this one. So if you say the most of the Ruqya Sharia is starting to protect the human from this thing, from the eyes, from the sihr, from all this one, is become to the Surah Al-Baqarah. Okay. Yeah. So that is the one of the important thing about Surah Al-Baqarah. And also the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said he's Yawm al-Qiyamah, Surah Al-Baqarah, and Al-Imam, he's coming like the bird. Bread and hiding the Muslim who is inside, like a cover, yeah. So is what of the benefit of this surah, and also we have a very, very important ayah in whole Quran Kareem. It is in Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayat al-Kursi. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa al-Hayyul Qayyum. So we have Surah Al-Baqarah, the first one, and we have that's the benefit was, and the big ayah of the Quran Kareem about more heavy and important ayah. It's the أعظم الآية في القرآن. It's the greatest ayah. Yeah, great ayah. It is the Ayat al-Kursi, and also the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned in the morning time, in afternoon time. So all of this one is part of the Surah Al-Baqarah. So that is the Surah Al-Baqarah of the benefit Jannah for Surah Al-Baqarah. The other point, if we go to the Baqarah, is big surah, and is more than 250 few ayah.
86, I think.
86, yeah. So that's a big lot of ayat we have in this surah. And also the longer and the bigger ayah also we have Surah Al-Baqarah when talking about the dain. The debt you have to write, and this one, okay. And also last part of this surah also Nabi Sallam mentioned we have to read also Aman Rasul wa al-Mu'minun, and before to sleep. The last two ayah. Last two ayah. Yeah. So all we have. Starting Surah Al-Baqarah with Alif Lam Mim, the first حروف المقاطعة in the Quran Kareem. Alif Lam Mim, ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. So subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, before to say ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه, he's given the Alif Lam Mim. The Alif Lam Mim explanation of this, if you go to in the Mufassirin, when they explain this thing, you will have a more than 35 or 32 idea how to what meaning this Alif Lam and Mim. So we don't have anything exactly in the Hadith or the Quran to explain for you what meaning Alif Lam Mim. And the name of this one is Huruf al-Muqatta'. The first Huruf al-Muqatta' in the Quran Kareem is Alif Lam Mim. And also the Nabi Sallallahu in the Hadith said, who you recited the Quran Kareem, if you'll have a reward, one hasana, and in hasana until 10 times. And he said in the Hadith, I didn't say the Alif Lam Mim is one, but Alif is harf, Lam harf, wa Mim harf. For if just only you said Alif Lam Mim, you will get 10 reward for each letter, for 30 good deeds. 30 good deeds just only for the, you said Alif Lam Mim. So and him started for this one, he said Alif Lam Mim. So if anybody come to say you explaining certain the huruf al-muqatta'a, these letters, so we don't have anything from the Quran and no from the Hadith. That's the secret thing. Allah is know best.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly.
Okay.
And when the Sahaba didn't ask it and they didn't explain, we believe because already he proved who is that. Who is believing Surah Al-Fatiha, who we said about the wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and who is that? After that, what he said doesn't matter. If something should be explained clearly in different way, me and you should be understand, he explained it. Said ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه. When he said Alif Lam Mim, if anybody come doubt to his heart, oh, what's mean Alif Lam Mim? ذلك لا ريب فيه. Don't put doubt. So the first test for the moment, you was the moment you recited Surah Al-Fatiha and you know who is Rabb al-Alameen, who is Rahman, who is Rahim, the Malik Yawmiddin, and you ask for guidance. You will worship only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you know that there is a lot of people have misguidance, like the Maghdub alayhim wa Dalin. So now is starting your life. Now this meaning in Surah Al-Baqarah. Now you. In the beginning, we explain for you who's Allah, and we explain for you there is people they have a misguiding. So now starting your religion. So before to start, what you will find in this book, la rayba fi.
There's no doubt.
No doubt. Huda lil muttaqin. Who is fear from Allah, you'll find. So the first one, I will tell the people who has a doubt about this huruf al-muqatta in your heart is not taqwa. First, exactly, no in nature, because who has taqwa, he don't have a doubt about the Quran Kareem. If you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you fear from him, so it doesn't matter you know what's mean Alif Lam Mim or don't know. Yeah? So an explanation of the ulama said is all his opinion. Okay? All his opinion. Because in Arabic we have 28 letters. In these 28, 14 of them different another one. That's 14 similar to other one. For example, you have a sin and you have a tha. You have a dad and you have a dal, for example, and you have a ta and you have a ta. Okay, huruf al-muqatta' في القرآن الكريم. If you go, is this 14?
It's like the opposite.
Opposite of that.
Like
yes,
matches.
Exactly. So that's another 14 is can become from this one. In the sound is similar. Don't just only the full mouth or heavy or light. This is different. So it is similar. So the Quran Kareem when it started with ذلك كتاب لا ريب فيه هدى المتقين. Look, the beginning he started with some letters Alif Lam Mim and you don't know. So the moment he will not come any doubt in his heart because directly he said ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى المتقين. Okay, so no doubt here, but the da'wah, the hidayah, the guiding is for who? For who's muttaqin, who is the fear from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's meaning if you want to read this book from here until one nas, if you want to be from guidance, you have to be from muttaqin. So it's meaning how much you know from the Quran, how much you fear from Allah more, you will have a more benefit for the Quran Kareem. Because Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in Hadith said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving guidance for the people, guiding with this Quran, and there's the people have a misguiding with the same Quran. So if you say the people, because in the Quran Kareem we have ayat al-muhkamat, متشابهات. So the people, if you go to a lot of the people or maybe a scholar and you find different type of the ideology, they are thinking we are Muslim still, but they are going in wrong explanation of the Quran, wrong understanding. Why? Because they are not muttaqin. The taqwa is stop you from misunderstanding. Because when you understand anything, what Allah said in Surah Al-Imran, look exactly when finish this ayah in this surah, in Al-Imran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala what said? فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ فِي قُلُوبٍ زَيْغٌ فَيَتَّبِعُونَ مَا تَشَابَهَ مِنْهُ ابْتِغَاءَ الْفِتْنَةِ وَابْتِغَاءَ تَأْوِيلِهِ. So when in this book is no misguidance, is no any doubt, and he is the hidayah for the muttaqin, there it is who والراسخون في العلم يقولون آمنا به كل من عند ربنا. Yeah. So if you knowledge, you get it now in Surah Al-Baqarah, and you want to start, you have a knowledge now, you have big knowledge. You know the Sahaba when they were, some of them his son memorized the Quran after 10 years. So Surah Al-Baqarah, he was very happy. 10 years taking my son, now he's memorized the Baqarah. How 10 years? He was practicing any single ayah. So it's meaning if you recite Surah Al-Baqarah and to know this surah, now we can tell you if you know anything in this surah, you now maybe from the rasikhun fil ilm, Allah will give you that level of the knowledge. So that time you will say kullu min inda rabbina is always from the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's side. So because in this surah is not only talking about the ghaib, he's the surah madaniya, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving information how we can build our life. Subhanallah, the surah is very big. It's meaning your process in your life is long. Generally, you have to be until to raise the level to the iman and taqwa, and to fix your economics, your politics part, your society, all this one, your character. You want to fix all this one in front of you, a lot of information. So Surah Al-Baqarah is the first surah starting with this one. So the Surah Al-Baqarah, when you finished, you will arrive there. What you learn in this surah and finish this surah, what happening in the final of surah, the beautiful look. We say in the beginning, Alif Lam Mim, ذَلِكَ كِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ. Same يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ, what is that? آمَنَ الرَّسُولُ بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ رَبِّهِ وَالْمُؤْمِنُونَ كُلٌّ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَمَلَائِكَتِهِ وَكُتُبِهِ وَرُسُلِهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. That's يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ. Already in the end of surah, remind you again. What I told you, this book, no doubt, and you believe too. آمَنَ الرَّسُولُ بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ رَبِّهِ. And also finally, you understand what he give you. You will maybe you thinking lot of information in this surah, but لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت. So what we give in Surah Al-Baqarah, do you think it's too much big? No, Allah not asking something our level. Yeah. لا يكلف الله إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت. So what you learn then and what you knew, where you which situation you living, is your deed. Yeah? And also the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تأخذنا إن نسينا. So now you mu'min, you the muttaqin, yeah? What you doing? You asking for forgiveness. Until وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. Until the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala support you,
against the people
protect you for the people they don't believe and they are against your religion. So that's the beginning end of the surah. In this surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also, if you go and we have a few parts. One, Allah speaking in this surah about the unseen, ilm al-ghaib. So some part of about is Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Yeah, and there's something about himself. Like the Ayatul Kursi. Allah, who is Allah? Allah la ilaha illa hu, al-hayy, al-qayyum, la ta'khudhu sinah. He's explaining who is your God. Same you say, who is Allah? قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد. That's another explanation about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But here you have Allah la ilaha illa hu, al-hayy, al-qayyum, la ta'khudhu sinah wa la nawm. Until he explaining who is the Allah, who is his kingdom, where is that? Is all is look. That's the Surah Al-Baqarah. So meaning you and the most biggest ayah so that's we have. So there's one, he's speaking about himself. Second one, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because we are human. Now you say, I'm human. From where I come? I started first talking about the Adam alayhi salam in this surah, because the first surah, the first chapter of the Qur'an you're reciting, and he explaining from where you come. So he correcting the misguidance, the misunderstanding, the people or the ignorance they have it about Adam and Hawa, Eve, yeah? And what happened, why they are come also, what happened history between them and Shaitan. Any human who was interesting. Okay, Islam is become. So what is his idea about the Adam and Eve? How they are come out? So he explained for us why the Adam was where and how Allah created him, and the history is he talked about Adam alayhi salam and the sajda of the malaika for the Adam alayhi salam, and after that he said, okay, that's the Adam. So before you go too much to doubt, he want to tell you, yes, what we giving in this book for you about the da'wah, about the information, how to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how to live, and what is your future akhirah. It is and become I talking with you like the human. We know who is your dad. So we're not far from you. We know exactly you. Know only you. We know your dad. So from your dad, Adam alayhi salam, until now we know all of you, and that is the information we're giving you. So you will feeling with the surah, it's something when somebody, for example, if somebody is coming in this from outside, the scholar, you invite him in this country to come, and if you understand, if you know he is know anything about the culture of this country, you will feeling okay, more relaxed. Anyway, he's speaking to me, and when he give me advice or when he tell me halal or haram, he know about the culture of here, the people, and he has a good knowledge about here. So when he give you advice, you understand him more. But if you ask some scholar, for example, he never see anything about the people character here, the woman, the man, the children, all this one. Maybe you ask the question, maybe he give you answer for the back home, different, no different answer, because different background about the culture,
Yeah.
and you will say, you will struggling. What he will say now? This culture is not working here. For example, if I tell, okay, your son not doing, slap him, keep him quiet. Why you doing this one? You don't want to listen for a scholar this one, because maybe, and that's back home is be allow no problem, and here will be some different. Yeah? So similar, when you come in the Quran Karim, when tell you the Adam, we know your dad, we know your mom, from where they are come, you similar them. So now you will feel in space. Okay, he know my culture very well. He know my history from where I come. So it make you peace, and you, okay, now information halal and haram, and not only you, we know the Adam, and he give a lot of the example. Talk about the Bani Israel, about this Jewish and the Nasara, Messiah. He speak about all of them. So when you go in the Quran Karim, okay, you, because living in the time, these two religions next to you, and we know him who are they, and from where they are come, what is their preference. So don't worry. If you follow him, don't listen to their doubt, because this book, no any doubt. So when they are giving some doubt about you, for example, about the Qibla, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَلَنِوَلِّيَنَّكَ قِبْلًا تَرْضَاهَا فَوَلَّ وَجْهَكَ شَطْرَ الْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ, and he said, what he said about the people, they are ignorant. Tell him, they will tell you, وَمَا جَعَلْنَا الْقِبْلَةَ الَّتِي كُنْتَ عَلَيْهَا إِلَّا لِنَعْلَمَ ما يتبع الرسول وما ينقلب على عقبيه سيقول السفهاء من الناس ما ولاهم عن قبلتهم التي كانوا عليها. So when now this religion is become, until is your qibla, this is your halal, and this is haram, until you, what is that?
Give a doubt.
Yeah, give it doubt to you. How is was Musa said haram and you telling is halal? Okay, no, don't worry. Start from your qibla. سيقول السفهاء من الناس. See, this is Sufha of the Jews, Sufha of the Christian, all this one, ignore him. Don't worry. What we giving you is the correct. So all this surah building the moment iman. So no doubt, and there is the example, we know your dad properly, who is that, and we know the people around of you, the religion they have, and we know they will against you, but still you should be what? You should be strong, understand. So now he giving in this surah a lot of information about the Musa alayhi salam. He explaining for me who the Musa was, what happened. Leave this one, and he's coming back to tell you, to make you be sure. Maybe people around of you, they are living, maybe they are not they believe in akhirah, the next life, but there is some people they still have a doubt. The first one, give it example from Ibrahim alayhi salam, when Allah subhanahu told him, go take the takes few bread and cut it, slaughter him and put him in mountain, and call him will come back. So Allah will tell you how is the bring life to the game back. So that's the, give you the iman. This the iman is the man, he was perfect. And Malik, and he was a Nabi. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explain for you what is that. So, and the second one also about the man, he has a donkey, and he was he's when he's died, and Allah give him his life and his donkey, and what food is what still is he after 100 years the food was same food, no didn't expire, but the donkey is become like the dust, and he is also similar, but Allah, he was sleeping. So you human have a life, you have a soul, and you 100 years sleeping, not happen anything for you. You need water, you need food. Allah can give you the life. If the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can give the man 100 years to sleep in the tree somewhere and no die, so later we tell you about Ashab al-Kahf, they are 100 years they will stay. We can give you more than this one. We'll give you Isa alayhi salam until Qiyamah he will have. So now you, subhanallah, the beginning started with Ibrahim alayhi salam at the birth, before to tell you for future. That's what he said in this book, no any doubt. Because what we speaking you about the Ibrahim alayhi salam, how he, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give the life to that bird again, and how was that man, his 100 years was sleeping, and we will tell you after a few juz about Ashab al-Kahf. And I will tell you also before that about Isa alayhi salam. So we will believe. And so akhirah is your believer. You don't worry. People they was living only in this life. Long time they stay. So when we, so that's I want to say, when we reading the Qur'an Kareem, the people they are thinking, okay, open translation and to understand. Yeah, is yes, you will understand. I'm not telling you. How much you reciting regular, your knowledge will go high. Yeah. So the one of the reasons we don't know the beauty of the Quran Kareem, we don't know the message of the some surah, because we don't have a enough full view about that surah. That's our problem. Because when we have a deep knowledge, for example, who is every night reciting 10 juz for any single haya, of course when he come to explain here, he will explain 100 times more than me, better. Yeah? If was here now, the Usman was sitting and he explained for us what means the Quran, and he is the Nurayn, and he was the one of the Sahabi, the most of the Sahaba recite the Quran Kareem. So you will think when Usman explaining for me and you radiallahu anhu, Abu Surah Al-Baqarah, how much was it beautiful, yeah? And if you come from Ubay ibn Ka'b, he's coming reciting for you the Quran, and how much beautiful. So that's what the Sahaba, that's what the mu'min, that's the mu'min, it is for our mu'minin. We living in the time, any scholar, unfortunately, any people, they are saying they want to try to tell you, give their opinion, and didn't say something Sahaba, didn't say the Salaf al-Ummah, didn't say the Rasulullah Sallam. So always, doesn't matter where we are, each level of the knowledge, still we have to understand there was the people, Allah give him the knowledge, they are very high than, who is that? Sarat al-Ladina an'amta alayhim. So there is Sarat al-Ladina an'amta alayhim, the people was Allah giving this ni'mah and bless him, and they are in that level. So Allah bless him with the knowledge, with the iman, the taqwa, and give him hidayah, the muttaqeen. يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة وما رزقناهم ينفقون أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون. So now, so the beginning in this surah, and subhanallah, there was something saying it was beautiful. If you go the first part of Surah Al-Baqarah, always is separate page, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, why is that?
Yeah. No, it's a beautiful, subhanallah, this part of the few ayat at the beginning, he's like the Surah Al-Fatiha was for whole Quran Kareem. This part of the surah, subhanallah, is amazing. When you know this part, when you go to the next chapter, because now it's starting long conversation between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he's explaining. So this is the beginning, Alif Lam Mim, ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة, until end. This page make you ready.
Yeah.
Make you ready. You believe in, there is no doubt. You will believe in akhirah. You will person. You will future. You will practice. You're not just only taking the knowledge without to practice. No. Anything is coming, you have to apply in your life, because you yuqimun salat, you do zakat.
ومما رزقناهم
Now ينفقون, and you will pay this. Allah what they give you, you will do charity. So before you go the next, in الذين كفروا سواء عليهم, look how much dangers. So you, the man, you believe is no doubt, you believe is the book Hidayah guiding for you, you believe in akhirah, and is you praying, you fasting, you will do charity, and you will win. مفلحون. Look directly, إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون. So careful when you start the first ayah, another page. If all this information we're giving you is not attacking your heart, not changing your heart, not changing you, you like who? إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون. You like this, like the people, they are no believer. سواء عليهم, doesn't matter what you say or no. أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون.
They will not believe.
So meaning now what you're reading from here is starting the people.
Warning.
Warning, yes, akhi. So subhanallah, the surah, the beginning is become very strong, very high, because a lot of emotion they will come. They will tell you about some history, and the people believe something different. If you go to the Jewish, and they will speaking about something, will correct the people, because especially where it's difficult when you're living in a society and the people they are believe to something else different, and you come to correct that one, is very difficult to do it. Doesn't matter. For example, now if I came to tell the people in this time, okay, social media is very bad, dangerous. Don't go to the Instagram, don't go to TikTok, I don't know what it means to this one. It's to correct this idea, and the people, they are wasting their time 24 hours with this minute. It's very difficult. It's not easier. Yeah? How much does it? Go now and stop the tell somebody the music is haram. Oh, music, why is haram? Yes. So yes, you can't believe you. Yes. So now when something is people doing, to correct him is very difficult, hard. Especially it's become
widespread.
Widespread. What mean?
Widespread.
Widespread. Okay. Similar was when the Quran want to explain for you something. When you see the what there was believed Jewish, now we correct him. It was already widespread in all the area, so it was difficult to tell him no. When someone want to say the Christian, it's difficult. Or the no believer who wasn't believe in Akhirah, there is no God, no next life, like the people atheist people they are now at this time, and will shocked. So all this one giving you. Now look, all this idea will come. Doesn't matter that time was there was less, now is more, or religion people they are less, but that time also what the religion people, the misguiding was a lot of people, Jewish, Christian, the people was Zarathustra, we see the people was worship the fire, like the empire, Zoroastrian, yeah, like this one. Okay, so and you will have another problem, when you coming to explain for the Jewish, and you said, okay, I believe in Musa, I believe in Torah, I believe in Bible, so but and is like that, and you have a proof to deal with them. And because what you saying is wrong, is not the Musa is the book you change it. It's not real one. So now they'll tell you, no, we believe in Ibrahim. Ibrahim was similar. No, there you have Ibrahim history. مِلَّةِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ إِلَّا مَنْ سَفِهَ نَفْسَهُ وَلَقَدِ اصْطَفَيْنَاهُ فِي الدُّنْيَا. Okay, now come on. You believe in Ibrahim? Okay, Ibrahim wasn't like that.
Yeah, gives you the true religion.
Yes. So look in the surah, when you're living with Surah Al-Baqarah from the beginning until the end, Ya Allah. And you will wish the kingdom, you will be strong, you will have power. Come on, we have a Sulaiman. واتبعوا ما تتلو الشياطين على ملك سليمان وما كفر سليمان ولكن الشياطين كفروا يعلمون الناس السحر. You look at with the knowledge, there was one king have a lot of the knowledge, have a knowledge about this jinn. He has a lot of technology Allah give him very easily for them. Jinn was working for them, building something very quickly. In the water they can do a lot of things, and you can't do it. So if you think you have a knowledge, there is a one king. So for example, 2021, in this 26, we are living. Oh, we have technology. We can go in heavens. We can go there. Yeah. We have a ship go in. What mean the submarine inside the water. We have a cruise. That's one. Okay, that's fine. Is the knowledge? Still, your kingdom is not become to like the kingdom of the Ismail alayhi salam, the Sulaiman alayhi salam. He was more stronger than us. You shocking with the technology of China, technology of the America. Go to Europe and Russia. No, there was Sulaiman was all this technology was higher than them. So doesn't matter how much you be rich. There was if money, he was rich. If the power army, he was powerful. A technology, have a technology. So if his man was doing sajda for Allah and he was worshipped Allah and he know the halal haram, who you want to say on one plan you make it and you still okay, I know more than anything, and you reject to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No, ya akhil kareem. So subhanallah, when you go in the surah, we have to apply the surah in our life. You have to live with the surah. When you're living with the surah, when you're reciting and you try to apply, because that's the reasons the Quran Kareem forever. Anytime you can go, Allah, any example give it in this Quran Kareem, if wasn't used for some short time, of course maybe used at the same time for another area in the future. So anything of the Quran Kareem is useful for every part. If I'm talking about the contract, the business, we have a long ayah in the Quran Kareem telling you how to fix your contract.
Yeah, and write it down and
yes.
Take witnesses, for example.
Exactly. So subhanallah, that's Surah Al-Baqarah.
So it's like a whole. Is it like a? Some people say it's like a whole summary of the Quran. Is that correct?
Whole summary of the Quran. Yeah,
or like
of course, any surah of the Quran Kareem explain another part. Yeah. When you go explaining, look, any part of surah explaining some part of the Islam. Yeah. Yes, if for example, if we have Surah Al-Baqarah, yes, of course we need another information, but we will go the level of the what we need. And if Surah Al-Baqarah, we have a lot of things. He's talking about you, about your iman, about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is that, about the malaika, all this one, about the Jannah and the Nar, the paradise and the heavens. He's talking about the under-region people and no believer, about the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and about the economy and halal and haram, riba is haram. That's one like that. You find in this surah. About the khamr is haram, and a lot of things you can find all in information in this surah. Okay, so when you come in this surah, recited all this information, you in the level, in the basic. So now we can't, because Islam has become in 23 years to be slowly to build the Islamic government and the Islamic society to build it. This building wasn't, you can do all information in one surah. So there was this Islam is coming, the Wahy was coming short,
Step by step.
step by step. So the Quran can be explaining in one surah, the second surah he know what
Builds
is
upon it.
build now something else. When you go, for example, in Surah Al-Imran, okay, in Surah Al-Imran we have now the most thing there is, okay, when you go to Al-Imran, he is speaking you about the power of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قل له مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء, yeah, وتخرج الحي من الميت. After that you took about غزوة بدر. So your first battle, now you're building the government, so you have information here now, and you slowly tomorrow coming new thing, and the next surah give you new thing, yeah. So when Surah Nisa is coming, okay, now about the miras is speaking, about the woman is speaking, inheritance. So all of this one. Yeah, you know, so we have in Surah Al-Baqarah also talking about the talaq, talking about the iddah, talking about the marriage with the al-kitab and al-kitab. Also you can find, because a lot of the important information Muslim need for shortly time or for future for long term, you will find Surah Al-Baqarah. Exactly, because it's a big surah and a lot of information, taqwa, akhirah, and the rules, what to build. So all this one you can find Surah Al-Baqarah. So when you recite Surah Al-Baqarah, try to read this surah with
thinking about it.
Thinking.
An open mind. Yeah.
Open mind, yes.
Yeah.
So and you will, the person, you don't have a doubt what you will find. That is the I think the most thing we can say about. We can't go to explain. You have more to explain.
Yeah.
More than this one what I said.
Yeah, of course.
But I want to say that's maybe is. I think it should be.
Yeah, that's mashallah.
Yeah.
Just because obviously the time is very limited.
Okay.
But there's one question that might come up.
Yeah.
Ask why is the surah called Al-Baqarah? Because people think, okay, it's named after a cow. So why, if you can explain in just 2 minutes, because the time is very short.
Okay.
Why is it called Surah Al-Baqarah, the surah of the cow?
Okay. The first one we have a history about the cow.
Yeah.
Directly, Baqarah is meaning cow.
Okay.
But why put this name, the Baqarah, to top of for the last email? Why they say the Baqarah? Baqarah for something is you open it, because they was using for the earth. Using
so we say plowing. I think.
Plowing, yeah. They was before to want to put your farm. You want,
move the soil.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's become for the name. We will explain the Baqarah, the name of that cow, because about history of that cow. But that's Baqarah in Arabic language. What meaning is that from that one? So the Surah Al-Baqarah in this surah, if you go to the know by the name of that animal, Allah said in the Quran, is meaning you will opening for you something that was hidden. He now will open your life. He will open this door for you, and you will see what is in front of you in the Qiyamah, the people at hand. Something was ghaib, something was unseen, and you Baqarah, and you open him.
You opened it. Made it clear.
No, did open, also in Arabic, when somebody opening the stomach, we said naqara, because he was hiding. Lot of things inside, and when open, you will see that all of this stuff is inside. Organs. So it's exactly for that. To the name, and that's Surah Al-Baqarah. Okay, that's point, because ask me the question I want to go to here. Remind me this your question for something is good. Look at this Surah Al-Baqarah, and that's give you example. Is especially for our people in this time will be very useful. And that's history was Allah tell him go just only slaughter that animal and is the enough. And they ask for the color, and they ask for the age, or they ask for the what you think, and where is that? They make it for them is hard. Exactly in the Quran Kareem, why give it this history for us? How much was important for us to say about that Baqarah? That's history for us. It was a lot of things very important we can think. No, because I'm telling you here in this book will give you information about your life. Yeah, and you be the person when I tell you something, just only say Sami'na wa ata'na, and not be why. Hey, I want to read 2 rak'ah. Why I have to pray 2 rak'ah? Why not doing 4 rak'ah? Why I have to fast in Ramadan? So why not giving, for example, so why we should be all day be fasting and not drinking water? And the doctor, GPR said water is very important. 3 parts of your body, water. You have to drink water. If you drink water, you will dry. And people was living in 50-degree temperature. 15 hours they are not even drinking water. They are still fine. No problem with the kidney, no anything. So it means, look, don't go to that too much. So that's the Quran when tell you something. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has hikmah.
Wisdom.
Wisdom behind that one. So that's the
Okay,
this
that's
history
brilliant.
also warning for us shouldn't be like these people. Yeah.
Okay, exactly. I think time is very short.
Okay.
So I think we'll
Finish.
stop there.
Oh, okay.
Alhamdulillah. So inshallah, if you do have any questions, we'll try and answer them tomorrow. But Jazakumullah khair for watching, Sheikh. For your time. May Allah bless you.
شكرا
Jazakumullah
لكم.
khair.
امين بارك الله فيكم.
Inshallah
جزاك الله
tomorrow
خير. ان شاء
we'll be
الله
back
ان شاء الله.
similar time.
وذاكم الله سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك اشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب اليك.